on the discussion of health, you must understand what is health, what is disease, and what is illness. ठीक है? What is health? According to WHO, it's a state of physical, social, and emotional well-being. Not just absence of disease or infirmity. It is a state of physical, social, and emotional well-being, not just an absence of disease or infirmity. That's the definition given by WHO of health. What is disease? Discomfort is disease. Then what is disease के बाद illness? Disease is a pathological state. This pathological state represents disruption of health. ठीक है? That disruption of health means physical disruption in social or emotional turmoil that can be considered as disease. So basically it's a pathological state. ठीक है? Now don't read pathology just in terms of pathogens. है ना? Pathological state can be because of some genetic or other factor. ठीक है? तो it's a pathological state. What is illness? Illness is the experience of the disease. Okay? Illness is the experience of the disease. Okay. Sometimes people may have a disease but they are not ill. A person may be a diabetic but he or she does not feel the symptoms, does not experience the symptoms, so that's not ill but carry a disease. ठीक है? Say for example, diabetes, someone have diabetes but no symptoms, no debilitating symptoms. That means minimal discomfort. So he's not sick, he's not ill. है ना? He may be carrying the disease. Sometimes some people don't have any pathological state but they feel they are sick, they are ill. ठीक है? So there can be some psychosomatic conditions. In which people feel they are ill but they don't carry any pathological state. ऐसा भी होता है. Like evil eye. Evil eye is a psychosomatic condition. People believe कि उनको नजर लग गई है. उसके नीचे कोई पैथोलॉजी नहीं है. तो they think they are ill because of evil eye. समझ में आया? So what there's a difference between health, disease and illness. समझ में आ गया? एक और वर्ड है sickness. Sickness is a temporary illness. बचपन में आपने सिक लीव लिखी थी, इल लीव नहीं लिखी थी. अगर आपने गलती से लिख दिया इल लीव तो वो काट के सिक लीव कर देते थे, है ना? तो दैट वाज अ फीवर लीव कि मुझे हाई ग्रेड फीवर है, आज मुझे छुट्टी देने का कष्ट करें. Isn't it? Have you written dear? Very good. How frequently? Thrice in the whole life. Thrice a week. Very good. Teacher आते थे. Okay. So I believe you understand what is health, what is illness, what is disease, and what is sickness. Now, what are the determinants of health? Determinants of health. So one is the environment. Another is biology. These are the two determinants of health, isn't it? That means health depend upon the genetics, hormones, isn't it? Some other biochemicals, you can say. Hormone is also a biochemical. Environment, it could be physical environment, and socio-cultural environment. Isn't it? So physical environment can be, you can say, the tropical climate, the temperate climate, highland climate, right? Arctic climate. In respect of India, we generally have either tropical, right? Or in some areas, highland climate, subtropical climate, है ना? Okay. So different seasons have different kind of health disrupting factors also. Okay. So if we have tropical environment, in tropical environment, what kind of diseases are more common? Malaria, dengue, chikungunya, है ना? Parasitic infections, है ना? So all these things are more common. Very nice. Socio-cultural factors. That includes your culture, isn't it? That may include your society, social institutions, है ना? That may include your occupation, your lifestyle, nutrition, economy, polity, and number of factors could be there, right? Culture may you can talk about say food taboos, society may you can talk about say marriage practices, है ना? Polyandry, polygyny, right? Occupation, so different occupations have different kind of occupational hazards also, isn't it? So those who work in asbestos factories, asbestosis हो सकता है उनको, isn't it? So occupational diseases हो सकती हैं अलग अलग occupation की, जो those who work in coal mines they can have that black lung disease, and cotton factories में काम करते हैं उनको. So occupational disorders can be of lifestyle, say your tobacco, alcohol, sedentary lifestyle. Nutrition, so you can say it can be overnutrition, it can be undernutrition, right? So malnutrition, I'm saying. Malnutrition includes both of these, under as well as overnutrition. Economic condition, naturally the access to the healthcare or health seeking behavior depends upon the economic condition. ठीक है? Economic condition, so health seeking, health care seeking, sorry, it is dependent upon the economy. Next, we talk about the polity. So, politico-administrative factors that basically determines the access to the healthcare. That determines the access to the healthcare. Suppose there are no public healthcare systems, how would poor people go and access the professional healthcare? है ना? So basically what we talk about here, एक तो एक्सेस पॉलिटी डिटरमिन करेगा. हॉस्पिटल का एक प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर है ना, हमारा हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर्स हैं, PHCs are there, CHCs are there. That's how we have a 3-tier structure through which people can access affordable health care. We have a dedicated health policy that talks about improvement of the health of the people. We have Khelo India Abhiyan that also talks about making Indians healthy, isn't it? So political structure also determines number of doctors, availability of medicines. All these factors are political factors. Let's look at this at another level also. If there is inequality in the system, in the society, that's a politico-economic factor. If there are more number of poor, if there is more out-of-pocket expenditure on healthcare, that's a politico-economic factor. Understood? Basically, subaltern people, marginalized people, if they are able to access healthcare or not, that's the problem, that's the fault of the political system. If you're not able to provide them decent standards of living, that's a political problem. समझ में आया? If there is political instability in any region, that's also a political problem, and that basically disrupt the healthcare systems. If there is political instability in, say, Afghanistan right now, or in Sudan right now, or in any other country, say Ukraine, do you think people who had simple fever, they are able to get medicines and all these things? No. There are problems. So that's what you have to understand, political factors. ठीक है? तो एक इसमें अलग अलग लेवल पे देख सकते हैं. इसको एक इंस्टेबिलिटी के लेंस से देखो. ठीक है, इसको आप दूसरा एंगल है क्रिटिकल लेंस. व्हाट इज क्रिटिकल अप्रोच? ये पावर डायनेमिक्स को देख रहा है. Critical approach is looking at the power dynamics. That means there are some poor, marginalized people who cannot afford proper health care. So that's a critical way of looking at the healthcare systems. Do you think poor can have affordable and accessible quality healthcare? They don't have. Why they don't have? Because they are poor. Why they are poor? Is it their own fault or it is a structural fault of the economy? It can be both factors, but primarily structural in the modern economy. So that's what you have to understand through critical approach. Okay? Okay. Next, you can talk about, say, what critical approach would be examining the health policy, हेल्थ, इंफ्रा, इन सबको एग्जामिन करेगा क्रिटिकल अप्रोच। ठीक है, अगर इंस्टेबिलिटी भी है भी तो भी कहीं ना कहीं कारण क्या है, इकोनॉमी में ही है, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट में प्रॉब्लम है, इफ देर इज instability, isn't it? So polity can be, you can say, it would determine health infrastructure, health policy. ठीक है, you can say that this determine, polity determines the quality, affordable and accessible healthcare. ठीक है, so all these factors are there, although there can be n number of more factors within culture, society. Everything is subsumed under these two headings. You can keep on writing, uh, say, if safe drinking water is not there, is it a political problem or what? It's a political problem. So can I write that here? Do you think slums have decent potable drinking water? No. Sanitation, it's a political problem, isn't it? If people in say Indore fell sick, died because of the contaminated water, it's a political issue altogether. It's a political problem because the system was not able to serve them the potable water, clean drinking water, isn't it? So look at health from biocultural perspective. ठीक है, I have divided health in two broad headings. One is environment, one is biology. So biology and culture. But at the same time, you cannot ignore the physical environment because the diseases, or you can say health disrupting factors, are also from environment. ठीक है, it could be the vector borne diseases in here like malaria, chikungunya, right, parasitic diseases and all. Now, it could be, say, frostbite in the highland region, है ना, हाईलैंड्स पे या फिर आर्कटिक पे फ्रोस्ट बाइट हो जाएगा. हॉट रीजन में इट कुड बी द व्हाट यू कॉल हीट शॉक कैन बी देयर, है ना, हीट स्ट्रोक. समझ में आया? ठीक है, वेरी नाइस. नेक्स्ट इज डिजीज. Yes, dear. What are the determinants of disease? What are the determinants of disease? What are the determinants of disease? Livelihood, very nice. हाँ जी डियर, वेरी नाइस. इतना दिमाग लगा क्यों रहे हो? जो डिटर्मिनेंट हेल्थ के तो वही डिटर्मिनेंट डिजीज के हैं. समटाइम्स हम कुछ ज्यादा ही सोचने लग जाते हैं, है ना. वो नहीं सोचना है, सिंपली देखना था, यही है. हेल्थ और डिजीज में फर्क क्या है? डिसरप्शन ऑफ हेल्थ इज डिजीज, है ना. तो दे आर डिटर्मिनेंट्स ऑफ हेल्थ आर डिटर्मिनेंट्स ऑफ डिजीज ऑल्सो. मतलब हेल्दी नहीं हो तो आप डिजीज कैरी कर रहे हो ना, दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. So these all are the determinants of disease as well. Okay, very nice. Now, how you can understand disease? What kind of approaches can be used for understanding health and disease? There can be evolutionary perspective. Okay. There can be ecological approach. There can be biocultural approach. There can be critical approach, or you can say subaltern approach. ठीक है? So there are certain diseases that are there among humans through the evolutionary process. है ना? जैसे for example lactose intolerance. So lactose tolerance का जो जीन है that is just 10,000 years old. Lactose tolerance is just among 30% of the dwellers of this world. 70% are intolerant to lactose in their adulthood. So ये जो जीन है ये evolution के through select हुआ. Some populations does not carry that gene, active gene in their adulthood. So evolutionary approach से हम कुछ disease को study कर सकते हैं. Ecological approach. So there are some environments in which a particular disease is found. है ना? So say for example, tropical diseases, say malaria, dengue, isn't it? So tropical area have a different disease. Okay. Say dengue, malaria, filariasis, all these. Similarly, इन्फ्लुएंजा ज्यादा कॉमन होगा टेम्परेट एनवायरनमेंट में, है ना? इन्फ्लुएंजा ज्यादा कॉमन होंगे. बायोकल्चरल अप्रोच, दैट मीन्स द बायोलॉजिकल एंड कल्चरल फैक्टर्स आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट. ठीक है? सो यू रिमेंबर कुरू, शर्ली लैंडनबाम, है ना, और रॉबर्ट ग्लास, among 4 people of New Guinea. So that is because of biological as well as cultural factors. Critical approach. So tribal people are disproportionately affected by the disease. That means the burden of disease, especially the non-communicable disease, is disproportionately higher among the tribal and marginalized people. Right? So tribals bear disproportionate of both communicable as well as non-communicable diseases. ठीक है? इनका एवरेज लाइफ स्पैन भी कम है, IMR भी ज्यादा है, MMR भी ज्यादा है, माल न्यूट्रिशन भी ज्यादा है, obesity is rising, cancer cases are rising, diabetes is rising, hypertension is rising, cardiovascular diseases are rising, and along with that genetic disorders are also high among them. ठीक है? Malaria, they are disproportionately affected because most of them live in the malaria endemic regions. समझ में आ गया? Okay. Undoubtedly zoonotic diseases are also higher. What is the zoonotic disease? Tell me now. एनिमल से आ रही है. कौन से एनिमल से आ रही है बताओ? कौन सी डिजीज होती है जूनोटिक? आजकल कौन सा चल रहा है न्यूज में, ट्रेंडिंग कौन सा है, नीपा ट्रेंडिंग है, शाबाश। तो कौन से एनिमल से आया है ये? और इसके अलावा जूनोटिक क्या क्या है? मंकी पॉक्स भी है, और कौन सा है? बर्ड फ्लू, वेरी नाइस। और स्वाइन फ्लू, रेबीज, ये सारे जूनोटिक डिजीज हैं जो एनिमल से ह्यूमन को ट्रांसमिट होते हैं। वेरी नाइस। वो भी उनमें ज्यादा क्यों है जूनोटिक डिजीज? कुछ जेनेटिक डिजीज से रेबीज वगैरह भी क्यों ज्यादा है उनके अंदर? एनिमल्स के क्लोज रहते हैं। स्वाइन फ्लू भी क्यों ज्यादा होगा? क्योंकि स्वाइन के साथ में रहते हैं, है ना, स्वाइन से आ जाता है। बर्ड फ्लू भी उनको हो सकता है ना। निपा होने के चांसेस भी ज्यादा है। फिर उनके पास हेल्थ केयर की अवेलेबिलिटी भी तो नहीं है, उनके पास अफोर्डेबिलिटी भी तो नहीं है। क्रिटिकल अप्रोच लुक एट द क्वालिटी, number one. Number two, it look at the affordability. Right? It look at the accessibility, of the healthcare system. It look at the quality, affordability and accessibility of the healthcare system. What do you mean by quality? Qualified doctors, if they are available or not, in the deep pockets of forests, that's quality. Affordability, whether they have money to go to the doctor, whether they have money to buy the drugs, medicines. Accessibility, so basically complete, where in their nearby admission this ambulance services are available or not, है ना। ये सारी चीजें एक्सेसिबिलिटी में आ जाएगी। तो तीनों ही फैक्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है और ये तीनों ही फैक्टर क्रिटिकल अप्रोच में आएगा। somehow you can say that this critical approach is also political approach to look at it. It's a political critique, है ना। चलो, so I believe you have understanding of what we are going to study now. We are going to critically analyze the healthcare systems, or you can say healthcare of the tribal. हमारा पर्पज ये था, इसलिए हमने सारी बातें की है। ओके।